Hey sports card fans, it's John Wade Boggs fan. Hope you're all doing well. In the latest Showcase Showdown between Mike Baseball Collector and Chris from Missouri, they battled to see who had the better Ernie Banks collection. Well, I'm far from being able to compete with Mike or Chris with my Ernie Banks collection, but I took one step closer at the recent Strongsville show and picked up an Ernie Banks card that was on my 100 cards for $10,000 list, his 1966 Topps card. And it is the 14th card that I have picked up off of that 100 card list, so I'm going to turn the camera around and show it off. Here it is, the 1966 Topps Ernie Banks. Picked it up in a PSA 4, just loved the centering on this when I saw it. To me, it had overall great eye appeal. Not perfect, it is a PSA 4, but for a PSA 4, I thought it had great centering. Solid color there, no ink marks or anything like that. Overall, really nice card. Love the image of Ernie Banks there. There is the back of the card. Overall, nice and clean. Very happy with that Ernie Banks pickup. Now, I am going to get into the numbers here in a little bit, but rather than do a video and just show off one card, I don't have that many 1966 Topps cards in my collection, so I thought I would show off the other 1966 Topps cards that I have. So the first one, which is part of my Carl Yastrzemski run, is the 1966 Topps Yastrzemski. I do have Jim Palmer's rookie card. Again, mid-grade, but just love the centering on it, overall eye appeal, and didn't have to spend a lot of money for this PSA 4 copy. We have a League Leaders card. Picked this one up at, I want to say, last year's National, and I forget, I didn't pay much for this at all, but it has two Hall of Famers, Sandy Koufax and Juan Marichal, the National League ERA leaders. And finally, I have the Hank Aaron. You can see a theme there. I think all of them were, except for the Carl Yastrzemski, well, the League Leaders was a PSA 5, but the Jim Palmer, the Hank Aaron, and now the Ernie Banks, all in PSA 4s, which is fine with me. They're all, to me, they're all great looking cards. And so let's get back to the Ernie Banks card, and let's go over the specific numbers as I do as a wrap up for all of these 100 cards for $10,000 list of videos. So I had the 66 Topps Ernie Banks on my list at a PSA 6, and I thought it would cost me $100. And trying to, when I put the list together, trying to come up with card values or prices that would average out to about $100 for 100 cards, 10,000. And so that equated to a PSA 6. Obviously, I didn't need a PSA 6 or to spend $100. And so for this PSA 4 copy, I only spent $45. Now, the seller was asking $50. I combined this one with the 1975 Topps Pete Rose and got him to come down $5 on each card. So he was asking $50 for this Ernie Banks. I got him down to $45. Again, at that price point, very happy to pay $45 for that nice looking copy. So saved $55 from what I thought I would, or had it on my list for. Now, in terms of PSA 4 values for the Ernie Banks, on the low end, we're talking $23, average $35, high end $45. So I paid on the higher end of comps, but honestly, between the low and high, we're talking about $20, $10 in the middle. Really, at that level, I saved $5 from what he wanted for $50. So I'm very happy with this. Technically, it's on the high side of comps, but doesn't bother me at all. And so for the 14 cards in total that I've picked up so far, I thought I would have to spend $1,200. Well, to date, I have only spent $640, so I am $560 to the good after this pickup of the Ernie Banks card. So would love to know in the comments what you think about this Ernie Banks pickup and the 1966 Topps set in general. And with that, that's all I have for you. So until next time, thanks for watching.